Usually the Zulus, opt for one or the other. Kowal's going for the max here. And he's definitely got some hate for the Dark Depths combo in his sideboard. Damping Matrix, Thought Hemorrhage, Blood Moon, Extirpate.
Clearly anticipating a heavy Dark Depths metagame.
Yeah, I mean, pretty sure most people here are. The deck was very popular going into this tournament, and can't imagine it getting less popular unless it does very badly this tournament. It's a very good deck, so.
So yeah, he was able to counter the Spell Stutter Sprite's ability with Path by pathing the Sprite, and then it didn't have enough fairies in play to counter.
He should have had. He was only one. The fairy token wasn't in play yet.
No, the fairy token wasn't in play.
Yeah.
He only had Bitter Blossom and then the Spell Stutter Sprite itself. So Path was able to save his Goyf.
And Vendilion Click comes down for Matt.
I believe most likely is a draw step.
Target, yeah. Draw step, target Kowal.
So we're looking at 2 Noble Hierarchs and a Knight of Reliquary, which is going to be sent to the bottom.
And Kowal's instead going to draw a...
Maybe he'll get... Oh, there was a third card. Was that Wild Nikatl?
Wild Nikatl. And it looks like he draws a land. Or either a land... Yeah, Verdant Catacombs, it seems. So... Matt's counting up something.
Counting how big Tarmogoyf most likely...
Yeah, seeing how big Tarmogoyf is. I see land, instant...
3-4?
And creature, yeah. 3-4.
Yep, 3-4. Tarmogoyf's a 3-4.
Could be a
Wild
4-5,
Nikatel's
though,
3-3.
when Engineer Explosive gets sacked to burn that Wild Nikatl. Although seeing those cards in Kowal's hand can't make it okay for his opponent to sack the Engineer Explosives there. Wait, hold on.
If he sacked the Engineered Explosives, Tarmogoyf should have lived.
Hey, guys, stop!
1 second here, we're finding out what happened. We're finding out if he sacked the Engineered Explosives before damage resolved, Tarmogoyf lives. Because now it's a 4-5 and it is corrected. Alright, it's corrected, Tarmogoyf lives. And BetSW was able to
It's the second
save it.
time I've been able to do that here at Grand Prix.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Feels good.
We're not going to be able to do that day 2.
Yeah, I know.
Just
That's
remember.
what Adam Shaw just let me in on. It's like, make sure you tell us first tomorrow. Okay, so they're getting that sorted out. Brian Cole is going to cast a couple more 1-drops now that the Engineer Explosives isn't in the way, although Matt's got another Engineer Explosives in hand to clear away some 1-drops.
Some more 1-drops.
Presumably he doesn't want to do it for 2 to get rid of his own Bitter Blossom, saving him quite a bit of damage here.
Current life totals of Brian's at 15 and Matt's at 6.
Yep, plays the second Explosives and cracks it to get rid of the Noble Hierarch and Wild Nikatl.
Matt is contemplating laying his Misty Rainforest and does indeed lay it, passes the turn.
A lot of foils in Matt's deck. Pretty shiny. Another Noble Hierarch cracks in with a 5-power Tarmogoyf. Gets blocked by the Force Field effect from Bitter Blossom.
Did you guys steal my tape? Is that what happened?
Misty Rainforest is correct.
Puts Matt down to 4 life, I believe.
Yeah, 4 life after the Bitter Blossom triggers. And 1, yep. He gets Breeding Pool.
Do we know what the last card in Kowal's hand is?
Kowal, I believe, was a land. And Matt, I believe, is a Tarmogoyf, because we saw that earlier and there's only 1 left.
Yep, so he'll be able to cast it this turn. But he's going to die to that Bitter Blossom pretty quickly. If the only card in his hand is the Tarmogoyf, he's going to have to find a solution quickly. Especially because Kowal can draw life to any of his 6 remaining burn spells, 4 Lightning Bolt and 2 more Punishing Fire. I guess it's even more because he can draw a Grove of the Burn Willows to get back.
Spellstutter Sprite was drawn by Matt.
That's pretty good for Matt.
But he's still sitting at 4, and Bitter Blossom is a liability at this point.
Yeah, that's for sure. Knight of the Reliquary is drawn by Kowal.
Kowal looks like he's going to crash in.
He's got to crash in because like he gets +1/+1 from the Noble Hierarch. There's no.
And Tarmogoyf's trade.
No, they don't. They don't trade. It gets +1/+1 because of
yeah,
Noble
but
Hierarch.
he double blocked. I mean, he blocked with.
Okay,
the
so
fairy
Tarmogoyf's
token.
a 5/6, right?
Oh yeah,
Tarmogoyf plus
yeah.
Tarmogoyf +1. Doesn't that always kill Tarmogoyf?
But there's a +1/+1 from Exalted.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So looks like Matt just binned his Tarmogoyf.
Yep.
And Night of the Reliquary comes down, but it gets quickly countered by a Spellstar Sprite from Matt.
3 fairies.
Yep. Nothing Cole can do about that, but losing that Tarmogoyf there was huge. And Matt goes down to 3 life. A couple more turns he's got to live.
You know, with Brian sitting at 15 life, it's going to be fairly difficult to win.
Taking a little extra damage from that little crack.
Drawing another Tarmogoyf?
Another Tarmogoyf.
Maybe it won't be on chump blocking duties this turn.
Yeah. Maybe he'll...
We'll leave that to the tokens.
Couldn't tell that card he drew. Yep. Token bites the dust this time, makes the correct play. Another Noble Hierarch comes down for Kowal. And goes down to 2. The clock's ticking down. 2 life for Matt.
Matt just sends in... Okay. Sounds a little more correct. Send in a couple other guys.
I think he's got to leave at least one guy back. I think 2's probably better because... Oh, it actually... Yeah, because he wants to play around Path to Exile as an out for Kowal if he only leaves one guy back. Although it looks like he's doing that exactly. So Kowal's got a ton of outs here. I think he can just take this, right? Kowal's at 12. He can probably safely take this.
4, 6... Yeah, he could take... Taking it or trumping doesn't make a difference. Same type of out that Kowal has.
Yeah.
Since Bitter Blossom will kill him. Kill Matt. Wait, Kowal just takes the full 6.
Sure. Puts him down to
And
6.
draws-
Lightning Bolt.
Oh,
think
Noble
that's
Hierarch will come by himself.
I think that's Lightning Bolt. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it
Lightning
is.
Bolt. Just burn him out right here, Kowal. Show him who's boss.
Does look like Lightning Bolt. I think Kowal's...
Boom. And that's game.
Kowal
only
takes
a-
game 1.
With only a Watery Grave in Matt's hand, yeah. Nothing you can do about that Lightning Bolt. Puts Kowal 1-0. Rashad, do you have a ad?
I do. I have a bunch. Just give me 1 second. You could talk a little bit.
So what?
Oh, so
since
we were
have
talking
their
about
de-
Exile into Darkness. I wanted to finish
Yeah,
out what
go
I was
ahead.
saying. Exile into Darkness is a uncommon from Savior's Kamigawa. The dealers were sold out at $5 a piece for that card. Before it, StarCityGames.com, for example, is selling it currently for 25 cents on their site. Basically, the idea behind that card is you play it in Dark Depths, Thopter, against the Zoo matchup. And what happens is Zoo plays Damping Matrix, and Dark Depths can't do anything. So with Exile into Darkness, it gets to the stalemate, and they can just Chainer's Edict you every single turn. Chainer's Edict the Zoo player every single turn, and attack with a big guy, either Moloku or Sphinx of Dwar to win the game. So that's their plan. That's why it's a $5 card, but it's crazy to think that way.
Thank you for that explanation of Exile into Darkness, Ben.
You're welcome, Rashad.
But now I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Actually, most of our sponsors. Start off with Pastimes.net. Pastimes.net is Chicago's #1 source of Magic singles and tournaments. Now selling singles, boxes, and supplies online. Tap into something different at Pastimes.net. And by HotSauceGames.com. HotSauceGames.com is offering a 10% off of your $25 or more purchase with the coupon code GG's Live. So shop at HotSauceGames.com. And by StrikeZoneOnline.com. Strike Zone Online has a huge selection of all Magic cards from Alpha to Zendikar. You like what they did there?
Oh, A to Z.
From A to Z. I like that. Free shipping's available on all orders above $30. Always paying top dollar for your Magic cards at StrikeZoneOnline.com. And by TCGPlayer.com. TCG, why shop anywhere else? Find all the internet's largest Magic vendors in one location. Get the absolute lowest price on any card you need. Don't waste time surfing. Pick and choose from the cheapest vendors all in one place. Shop, compare, and save with TCGplayer.com.
TCGplayer.com.
And thanks again for our sponsors. Go visit their websites.